Welcome to Baz Travels. After driving 14,826 kilometers through 24 states and Washington, D.C., I've seen rocket launches to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I've explored Route 66, ghost towns, deserts, snow, and beaches on both coasts. From Vegas casinos to Alcatraz, the White House to Hollywood. Join me for a journey of the ordinary and the extraordinary.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
The area around the Illinois state capitol does something a lot of government spaces don't manage to get right, because it balances active political use with strong historical presence, and that combination gives the entire space a different kind of weight. At the center of that is the Illinois state capitol building itself, which is one of the tallest capitol buildings in the United States. And that height immediately sets it apart because most state capitals focus on width and domes, rather than vertical scale. That vertical presence changes how the space feels, because instead of spreading outward, everything pulls upwards towards the dome, which becomes the defining feature of a skyline in this part of Springfield. Just outside the building, the Capitol grounds shift the focus back to ground level, and that's where the Lincoln statue becomes a key anchor, because it places one of the most important historical figures in the state directly within the same space where modern government is still operating. That contrast is what makes this area interesting. You've got Abraham Lincoln represented in a fixed symbolic form, while the building behind it is still being used for decision-making, legislation, and daily political activity. That overlap between past and present isn't subtle, because it's built directly into the layout of the space. The grounds themselves are designed to support that balance, using open lawns, pathways, and clear sightlines to keep the building visible, while also giving space to the monuments and statues placed around it. That spacing matters because it stops the area from feeling cluttered, and instead creates a structured environment where each element has room to stand on its own. There are also multiple statues and memorials across the grounds, each tied to different figures or moments in Illinois history, which add layers to the space without pulling focus away from the central building. That layering works because everything is positioned deliberately. Nothing feels randomly placed. The pathways guide movement through the grounds in a way that naturally connects these elements, allowing the space to function both as a working government environment and as a place where history is visible. Another detail that stands out is how accessible the grounds are, because unlike restricted government complexes, this area is open, which means people can move through it freely, interact with the space, and experience it without barriers. That accessibility changes the relationship between the public and the building, because it removes distance and makes the space feel more connected to everyday use. What defines this area is how it combines scale, symbolism, and function into one environment, because the building, the statues, and the open space all work together to create a place that represents both the history of the state and the decisions that continue to shape it.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.